Hey everybody, I'm Megalodon, and today we are going to be discussing some of the changes coming in this next mid-chapter update to Dead by Daylight. Specifically the perks Lightborn and Franklin's Demise and how I feel that they will impact the game going forward. Let's get into it. First off, I want to quickly comb over the changes for Hillbilly and Leatherface. I think that after reworking the heat mechanic for Hillbilly, it is a balance change that he really needed, and as a Bubba main, I'm ecstatic that he's finally getting the attention he deserves. These add-ons seem fun and engaging, and I'm strongly considering revisiting Hillbilly now that he has been updated. Now let's talk about these perks. In this new update, Tinkers, Lightborn, Franklin's Demise, and Knockout have all been touched upon to make them more enticing to run. Tinkers finally has some viability, and Knockout received a very small buff, but Lightborn and Franklin's on the other hand appear to have been buffed in such a way that they will be very detrimental to the survivor experience, and on paper they seem very poorly designed in their execution and will allow for toxic strategies to come into play over the next few weeks. First, let's discuss Lightborn. Before, this perk made it severely harder to get flashlight blinds, but if you were skilled enough and your timing was just right, it was still possible. The new Lightborn makes it so that not only are you completely invulnerable to flashlight blinds, but in Tier 3, you reveal a survivor's aura for a full 10 seconds. If I were playing Survivor and I wanted to bring in my fancy schmancy 4th year flashlight and have a good time getting some confetti blinds, I would be extremely annoyed if it was completely impossible for me to use my item, which is basically the Survivor equivalent to killer powers, and also being punished for even attempting to blind the killer by having my aura revealed for 10 seconds. That's not the worst thing coming in this update though. Franklin's Demise. Considered by many to be the most annoying and unfun thing to play against in this game if you're running items, now puts an expiration date of 90 seconds in Tier 3 on any item dropped by a basic attack, while showing the dropped items to the killer so that they can proceed to create insidious meme builds to consume people's items from the match. We literally just got out of the 4th year anniversary and now we have all of these cool items, and the devs decide to add a complete nullification to flashlights and a way for killers to completely remove your items from existence, regardless of whether or not you have a white ward. What was the point of giving us all these items in the first place? Now, don't be mistaken. I realize that there are issues just as bad on the survivor's end, like the 60-second decisive strike timer, object, and keys in general, but adding more annoying features that change the way the game is played will not fix these issues. This is coming from a long-time survivor and killer main, and all I truly want for this game is balance. And for me, these really don't seem very good from a fun or balance perspective, but that's just my opinion. If they do decide to change these perks after the response from the PTB, here are some ideas I have for the changes that they could bring to these perks to make them viable and enjoyable. First off, Lightborn. I feel like keeping the aura but allowing the blind to occur would be an engaging choice, as it would still allow for flashlight saves while letting the killer know where the little pest who is responsible is running to. Making auras appear through blinds would be necessary for this change to work. For Franklin's, instead of making you drop your item, it should punish survivors for being put into the dying state, as every time you go down, your item loses 30% of its overall charges, countering items while not removing them from the match, saving players from the frustration the perk normally causes. I feel like if these changes were executed properly, it would make this mid-chapter a turning point for the game, especially considering we are receiving the hit detection system and an increase in server hertz, along with the changes to our chainsaw boys. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my thoughts or opinions expressed in this video, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.